Hey y'all, trying something new tonight, seeing if this is working. A lot going on. Let's see. Okay. Thanks for showing up right on time. um, yeah, let's see. Chad, good to see you, man. In it. Um, well, I'm trying to do. I think today we have this going on the usual Facebook, and then I think YouTube should be working. Looks like it is, so there might be a little with me double checking because I'm not sure of things, but trying to do that. Looks like it's firing. We will know more soon. And to make things more interesting, doing it on an app that does streaming music sites. They contacted me and were like, "Hey, saw you having a show tonight," so trying to get that going too. So we're having all the technology. Let's see if this works. Man. All right. As a result, I don't have as many new songs this week as I was hoping, but we're gonna have fun. So, who we got? All right, we got some on YouTube. It seems to be working. Hot dog, cool. We're learning together here. thanks for bearing part of this process. But I've had a number of friends say that they'd appreciate if YouTube was an option because for many reasons they're not a fan of doing the old Facebook, which is great. Chad, Bill, Emma, y'all are Johnny on the spot. Thanks for being prompt. I'm sure there's more of y'all too, but thanks for saying hey. All right, so we're gonna try if this works. It's got a camera here for these two, and then let me see if this one works here for the little app and the folks at Limelight, which is an app doing streaming from home, and we're gonna try things out tonight. So great adventure. See if I can get that screen down. Trying to do all the things here at once. All right, cool. Looks like we're working there. Might be able to make it a little better. Always tweaking a little bit. All right. I think that might work a little better for them. Cool. Well, happy Sunday, everybody. Hope we're all doing well out there in the world. Nothing too much here. Some weeks are slow, some weeks are fast. This one. I feel like this is we're hitting typical Virginia winter here, which is gray and cold with a little hint of wintry mix one day, and yeah, then we just sit around and wait for something to happen, wait for spring. So, anyways, let's do a song to warm up, get us moving, and we'll go from there. We'll do his little Nelson track called "Picture." Call me up on Friday, said best be home by Saturday. I've got some things, talk on through. The tires and the dust kicking off the rust as I ran home to see you standing in that door. And with a bag under your arm, you said, now don't you blame yourself. I think we both did all that we could do. Don't you worry, darling, I'll be the first of many men to say the worst of times got the best of you. And don't worry, mama, I'm on my way. Don't put my picture in a frame. I never said I'd hang around, but when I hear you call my name, it is just a lonesome sound. It is just a lonesome sound. Well, the miles and the floorboards, every post that I walk by is a postcard I sent so long ago. Don't you worry about me, I'm doing fine now on my own, except for all those times you know I'm not. And don't worry, mama, I'm on my way. Don't put my picture in a frame. I never said I'd hang around, but when I hear you call my name, it is just a lonesome sound. It is just a lonesome sound. Put my picture in no frame. Never said I'd hang around, but when I hear you call my name, when I hear you call my name, and when I hear you call my name, it is just a lonesome sound. It is just a lonesome sound. All right. Loosening up. All right, hey everybody. Hey Mike. Hey friends. For any new folks and watching here, my name is Kai Krogetti, and I'm a singer, songwriter, band dude in the middle of Central Virginia, Blue Ridge Mountains, and I have a band called Lord Nelson, and playing some of those songs, some random songs, some that I wrote for other stuff, but yeah, we just kind of talk and hang out and do some music here on Sunday night. So, anyways, hope all the things are working. Thanks for swinging in now. Figuring it out, but yeah, I don't know. Been a slow week for me here, but got a lot of firewood this week with my dad, and so yeah, ready to have some more fires. It's the best way to pass the time out here in the country. Something to do. Good. Sound is good, Chad. I mean, I know this is not a responsibility you asked for, but you were the one person to tell me when things went haywire one day, and I greatly appreciate that. So I spent some time this week switching out wires and working on things. So hopefully it's a little clearer. Performance aside, just the general sound vibe. Cool. All right. What next? Been a minute. Let's do. How about? So I can remember this one. This is one of the very first songs ever for Lord Nelson. Recorded in my friend's barn, and they were setting up a little studio. I think like a lot of early recording projects, everyone's learning together, and kind of sounds cool because you don't really know enough to overthink it. You just plug in and go. So, a truck driving song called Cold. And originally the chorus was whole list of reasons why I left you. And my brother Bram misheard it as cold is the reason that I left you. I was like, that's a better lyric, man. So we changed the song around. So here's one they never, we just did for a demo, but never put on a record or anything. Don't really play live much anymore. So it's a good night for it. So let's see if I can remember it. Well, you got a lot of nerve if you think you're gonna break my heart. Well, I must have been drinking when I left you back in Illinois. And about last night, well, don't even get me started. You can burn something down that was never there. Because cold is the reason that I left you. That you're gone. And if you think that it just goes on forever, well, it ends with I don't love you anymore. And I guess I should have warned you not to trust your hand to a man whose life gets weighed. But all the miles that brought me to Virginia, you're just another mistake I made. Because cold is the reason that I left you. Cold is the reason that you're gone. And if you think that it just goes on forever, well, it ends with I don't love you anymore. And I bet you wish that you could forgive me, but I'm sorry I can't feel sorry now anymore. But I'll be home freight through Nacogdoches. Open up your windows, open up your doors. Because cold is the reason that I left you. Cold is the reason that you're gone. And I think that it just goes on forever. Well, it ends with I don't love you. It ends with I don't love you. It ends with I don't love you anymore. Cold is the reason, y'all. Yep. Feeling that way right now here. What's going on? All right. Cool. Things seem to be working on the technology side, which is, it's always a bonus. Going to a club, all I have to worry about is plugging your guitar and did you remember a cable and, whose fault was it for not getting us on the road earlier and left their crap at home and all that. But it's a whole different world here with the internet and all the things that you can do it really simply. You can do it with a phone, you can do it with a computer, which is great that anybody can do it. But it's been a good challenge for me to try to figure out how to do this a little more, use the things I have on hand. Oh my God, Nancy. Hey, been a minute. Wow. Nancy, wow. I met Nancy, I think we met like the first week of freshman year. Yeah. Old college days. And I had a band in college that Nancy was a great supporter of, and we were terrible, but at least we were bad. We had a lot of fun. Wrote really inappropriate songs, got kicked out of talent shows. Our songs were either like horribly inappropriate or incredibly sappy and cheesy. Nothing in the middle. So the perfect college zone. Nice. Good to see everybody. Thanks for stopping in. Very cool. Well, that was kind of upbeat. So let's see. Let's take it in a different direction. Upbeat sad songs or slow sad songs. Those are the choices. Yeah, this will work. Well, I had my favorite local pizza for dinner tonight, Dr. Ho's. If you're in the Central Virginia area, make sure to support them. They are fantastic people and great food. So it was a real treat. So feels just like a real show. Like have some pizza and a quick beer, and then run in to get yourself together and pretend there's people here in the back talking and hooting and hollering and heckling. So, all right, here's a nice slower one. Woodford Bill? No, I'm actually drinking Buffalo Trace out of my little cup tonight here. Ran out of the old Woodford, had a fire recently, so it's a really great situation to have that as the backup jug. So yeah, just a little winter warmer. Okay, it's called the Wreckage, and it's winter's hard on everyone, even harder for some. So here's one to speak to that. Just remember it all. Camel lights and a cherry coke, laughing hard and blowing smoke. Accidents into our trips, sadness we never spoke. Prescription pills and doctor's notes. Well, you started going hard when you turned 15. Took your whiskey with a grenadine. It never was a problem until you watched her leave. 35 and you're staying clean. 'Cause you don't need to believe in heaven to know you feel like hell. Spend your life wishing from the bottom of the well, and pulled up from the wreckage that life put you through. My friend, this world ain't done with you. Broken bones and shallow dives, none of us are getting out alive. But somewhere in these shadows, we learn how to survive. Always knew you were the fighting kind. 'Cause you don't need to believe in heaven to know you feel like hell. Spend your time wishing from the bottom of the well, and pulled up from the wreckage that life put you through. My friend, this world ain't done with you. Like a ship that slipped its anchor, adrift in your fear and your anger, waiting for tomorrow to come, but it always comes undone. 'Cause you don't need to believe in heaven to know you feel like hell. Spend your time wishing from the bottom of the well, and pulled up from the wreckage that life put you through. Well, my friend, this world ain't done with you. My friend, this world ain't done with you. All right, it's called The Wreckage. And, yeah. Thanks. Hey, Chris. Good to see y'all. Thank y'all for swinging by tonight. And, if you can't stay for long, don't worry about it. I can't see who's coming in and out, so if you're here for a song or here for longer, I really appreciate it. And, it's just great to know we're all somehow connecting out here in the wide world we have right now. So it's really lovely. But hope everyone's staying warm as you can and seeing people when you can. And I don't know, wheels turning, the lights burning. What else can you do? Cool. Do a quick tune. This feels very much like an incubation period here, which is wonderful and alarming. It's like all the, I don't know, I'm getting lots of ideas of things I want to do, and I'm sure some of y'all are like that, whether it's planting a garden for spring or getting outdoors and doing stuff. And yeah, it's been good for me at least to have some of that puttering around in the background, something to aspirational to work towards, to get outdoors, to write more songs, to play music with friends again. And yeah, but we're getting there. We're getting there. Day at a time. Okay. What should I do next? Let's see. Here's our road song called Putting in the Time. Well, it's a young man's game, so get it while you can. Another bad show when you find yourself sleeping in the van. Waking up in a parking lot, thinking about the breeze, rolling over those green hills just south of Crozet. It's another bar with PBR and a sound guy that followed the dead. They ain't got a place to sleep, but there is a green room shed, and the sound of strangers singing along to songs that they never heard keeps these wheels turning and the miles float away. 'Cause it's so long since I've been home for the weekend, and everyone that asks I'm doing fine. The people all got names, but the cities look the same, and that's just what they call putting in the time. But she said, I don't got much, but I got South Carolina, and tonight I'm gonna share it all with you. Restless feet and a losing streak makes an easy target. I never know what I got until I pass up on it. 'Cause it's so long since I've been home for the weekend, and everyone that asks I'm doing fine. The people, they got names, but the cities look the same, and that's just what they call putting in the time. In Wilmington Wilmington, you couldn't take us in, and we stayed a long way from Savannah. Charleston is coming up, by Thursday we'll be in Atlanta. So come on, take us in, 'cause you can never win. Just try to keep your head above the water. 'Cause it's so long since I've been home for the weekend, and everyone that asks, I'm doing fine. The people all got names, but the cities look the same. And that's just what they call putting in the time. Putting in the time, yeah. All right, putting in the time. About that song. So most of those lyrics are things that people have said to us or in various ways on the road. We were in Black Mountain, North Carolina, which is a great little town. Had a lot of good and bizarre memories there. Van breaking down, playing weird shows. But we were at this one venue, and they're like, man, it's no way for you to crash here tonight, but you can go hang out in the green room. And the green room is this big metal Quonset hut. Pool table. It was great. And then later on that run, we were down in Charleston, South Carolina. And a lady who was a local musician came up, said, look, guys, I don't got much to offer you, but I know this town, and tonight I'm going to take you all out and show you what I know. And we had a blast. It was great. That's what you want. You want to meet people in the city who get what you're into and can help kind of be your tour guide for where they have cheap beer and free entertainment. Which we were those things that night. But yeah, I think that song was funny because it was all, I feel like I was gone all the time and having like pangs of wanting to be home some. And now I'm getting so restless to be on the road again, which I'm sure many are. But yeah, it's just weird how it hits you in different ways. That there's just something about the monotony, that's not a word, the monotony of miles and just meeting new people, and that you plan for all contingencies and see what happens, and try to put shows together, try to do your best, try to keep it going. But missing that. But this is great. So thanks for being here now. All right, cool. Cool. How's our all right, got a couple YouTubers out there. Cool. Thanks for hanging. We're the maiden voyage. Cool. Well, what else is going on? Yeah, like I was saying, I've been trying to write a new song every week for this to have something to keep me going, and this week was battling the technology demons. We had a little sound issue last week, and then trying to get these other things going. So that focus will be. I'm close to a couple new songs, which hopefully will be ready next week. But anyways, making some plans to go back to hopefully go to Charleston with some friends in a very safe way to write some music this winter, which would be wonderful. Got a good friend who lives there, and we're all gonna try to figure out if we can make that happen in a safe way. Just to write some music, be in a different place, which feels highly decadent. As my good friend Alan says, right now friendship is decadent, and he's right. It really is. If through this time we haven't really kind of figured out the priorities in life, I don't know. But okay. I miss Robot Kai. Well, Chad, we almost had a Robot Kai again tonight, unfortunately. Right before we started, I did a quick test, and it was not great. So nothing like a good little panic. Get the heart racing, blood flowing. I can easily bring back the robot show. I don't think anybody's paying for that tonight. Worth the price of admission. All right. Jumping all around. PBR in a bottle versus there's some beers that do taste better in a bottle versus can. I think PBR is nicer in a bottle just because I've had it in cans so many times, but I think Coors Light in a can. I don't know. Cut a path across that dark water till you can't be found. Child born in 83, but that's not what they'll put down. They say she was a lover, the kind the boys talk about. They'll bring up her mother laying in the ground. So you hear rustling way over the trees. Your whole life they give you what you want, yeah, but never what you need. Oh, they said she was a fighter, the kind that we talk about. Then you hold her tighter, and her last breath goes out. 'Cause I believe that there's a difference in the way that we feel pain. I believe in second chances, if only they feel the same. So you got a wheel stuck way up on the tracks. Your whole life came flashing down just before the crash. Oh, they said he was a lover, just like all the rest, but he had a fire buried in his chest. 'Cause I believe that there's a difference in the way that we feel pain. And I believe in second chances, if only they feel the same. For a little bit old, just a little bit old, just a little bit more. For a little bit old, just a little bit old, just a little bit more. For a little bit old, just a little bit old, just a little bit more. For a little bit old, just a little bit, just a little bit more. I believe that there's a difference in the way that we feel pain. And I believe in second chances, if only they feel the same. Just have to imagine the 3-minute guitar solo over this. It's playing in my head. Pretty good. We'll cut it short here. All right, second chances. I'll need a lot of those these days. All right. How's that beer debate going here? Towns thing. I'll try to do one for you, Bill. Yeah, see what I can do here. The more I got to. Do they even sell Coors Light in the bottle? They sure do. They sure do. I think I've had it of every potential vessel. Quilt Envy. Yes, you should have Quilt Envy. Well, this is talk about my fantastic quilt every week, but my mom made it and it's amazing. And it's weird. I leave it set up in this room now, so every time I come in now, it's a wall hanging. It's like being in a quilt gallery. It does a lot for the sound here. It's wonderful. What else? Thanks, Chad. That is, yeah. So my cousins Ryan and Tommy have a band I've heard about up in Pennsylvania. I think they're going by Bigfoot now. I've seen photos of their shows. They have a doorman. They make people dress up in fine attire to attend. So I don't know if we'd be able to attend one of those shows. It sounds like it's a pretty high bar. But I'm looking forward to seeing what Bigfoot gets up to in the coming months. I'm expecting some loud noises. I can't wait. All right, Bill. I'll try to do this one and hope I don't screw it up too bad. Living on the road, my friend, is gonna keep you free and clear. Now you wear your skin like iron, your breath as hard as kerosene, and you weren't your mama's only boy. You're her favorite one, it seems. She began to cry when you said goodbye and sank into your dreams. Pancho was a bandit, boys, horse as fast as polished steel. He wore his gun outside his pants for all the honest world to feel. And Pancho met his match, you know, on the deserts down in Mexico. Nobody heard his dying words, and that's the way it goes. On the federale say they could have had him any day. They just let him hang around out of kindness, I suppose. Now Lefty, he can't sing the blues all night long like he used to, and the dust that Pancho bit down south, it ended up in Lefty's mouth. And the day they laid old Pancho low, Lefty split for Ohio, where he got the bread to go. Ain't nobody knows. And all the federales say they could have had him any day. They just let him hang around out of kindness, I suppose. Poets tell how Pancho fell. Lefty's living in a cheap hotel. The desert's quiet and Cleveland's cold, so the story goes we're told. And Pancho needs your prayers, it's true, but save a few for Lefty too. He just did what he had to do, and now he's growing old. And all the federales say they could have had him any day. Just let him hang around out of kindness, I suppose. And all the federales say they could have had him any day. Just let him hang around out of kindness, I suppose. Bill, thanks for suggesting that one. It feels, there's certain songs that are just so ingrained that it feels weird to do them. But I've actually never played Pancho and Lefty, and listened to tons and tons of towns. So that was a good kick to work on that one. So this afternoon I tried to figure it out. But yeah, those songs make you feel a certain way. That's for sure. All right. A lot going on here on the chat. That's great. Glad we're all feeling at home. Expecting loud noises. Yeah, maybe that's the title of the album. Cool. Well, how are we doing on time? We're doing good. We're doing good. We're keeping moving. I have a few more here, but thanks everyone for tuning in the various media sources going on right now. Every Sunday at 7. Say as long or little as you like. That is the plan for now until things change. So, got a few other random ones here. Oh yeah. Okay. You know, sometimes I have a set list, and sometimes we just see how it goes. Tonight is one of those. So, I haven't played this one in a while. Let's see if I can remember it. You left a letter under my wiper blade that you knew I'd find, parked in the corner of the IGA, so little left behind. You weren't the first, and you won't be the last. Everyone that could left us in the past. Desperation, moving so fast, we're left clinging in the wind, and a rose away. And out here the roads don't turn, lightning strikes and the fires burn. Nothing left but this misery, far as I can see. Out here in ghost country, walk the streets with $2 stores, one stoplight and a little Texas bar. Not many shadows still hanging around. Some stay clean and some ain't trying. An empty church and an empty field, an empty sky here where I kneel. These flowers aren't, but the pain is real. The crows are sitting on the wire, and the rolls away. 'Cause out here the roads don't turn, lightning strikes and the fires burn. Nothing left but this misery, far as I can see. Out here in ghost country, somewhere out there, there's a world, oh, where people still grow old. Hear the chemicals all explode, and the rivers still running with keep on. And it rolls away. And out here the roads don't turn, lightning strikes and the fires burn. Nothing left but this misery, far as I can see. Out here in ghost country, Ghost Country. Few facts of that song. Like everything, I kind of like make up a landscape and setting for it, but The closest town here of Livingston has one stoplight, $2 stores, and then just south of here is an old convenience store of sorts. It was called the Little Texas, and it's like when my parents moved here in the early '70s, it was a kind of the closest all-purpose gas station to their house, and or convenience, whatever they could get, can of beans and matches and whatever. And now they recently had a really garish painting sign in front of it. They painted a sign of like a really non-family friendly image, we'll say, of a woman walking into like a saloon, double doors. And since then that has faded and looks even weirder now. But I love that that's been a local institution here in Nelson County. The Little Texas. I don't think they're still open though. So that's Ghost Country. All right. How we doing here? Good. Thank y'all. Wow. Good to see all sorts of folks showing up. Thank you. Thanks for swinging in for a few. I appreciate it. All right, time for probably 3 more or so. Cool. Let me check one thing. And go. Getting better at the technology, man. Little Texas. I don't know how this whole thing's working for everyone else, but I go through these phases like feeling inspired and motivated to get some projects done, to write some songs, and then just days of like, nah, not so much. But we go, I don't know, all just riding it. Let's do, this will be fun. Feeling any petty tonight? I bet I could do some petty. Let's think. What's in the jar? Buffalo Trace, Colin, thanks for asking. Pretty lovely. Keeps the grease on the wheels. Any petty night? How about? Should remember this one. All right, we'll wing a deep petty song here. There's a southern accent where I come from. Them youngins call it country, them Yankees call it dumb. Got my own way of working, but everything gets done with a southern accent where I come from. Now there's a drunk tank in Atlanta. It's like a motel room for me. I might go and work Orlando if those orange groves don't freeze. Got my own way of working, but everything gets done with a southern accent where I come from. Oh. Just a minute she was standing, just a minute it was all so clear. Just a minute she was standing next to me. And there's this dream that I keep having, where my mama comes to me and kneels down over my bedside and says a prayer for me. Got my own way of praying, but everyone's begun with a southern accent where I come from. Southern accents, Tom Petty. And Tom Petty's clearly been one of my musical heroes, and I think what's interesting to me now is how rock and roll is sort of, it's not the dominant genre. It's had its day, but there's phenomenal songs being written, and there's lots of amazing bands and singers, songwriters coming out of the South who are recontextualizing what it means to be a Southerner now. Through the music, through the words, through the art, through their statements, like what Tyler Childers has done, and different people across the board. I thought of Steve Earle's Mississippi It's Time this year, which was wonderful. Finally changed the flag. But I think that's and Tom Petty's talked about in that album, the Southern Accents, which is a concept album about being from the South. And he's had a lot of, before he passed away, he was able to sort of come to terms with his identity as Southerner and what that meant, being a white guy from the South and playing rock and roll, and then how he needed to have a much broader perspective on things, which was admirable for him. Being here in Virginia, I feel like we're sort of in between worlds, and I've always kind of felt that way. But yeah, when people ask what kind of music our band plays, often it's rock and roll. Doesn't quite hit it on the head, so it's like, oh, Southern rock. I'm like, well, not like Leonard Skinner or I don't know, but now I feel like there's enough great acts doing really amazing work from the South, and probably always have been, just not getting clearly the recognition they deserve. But yeah, I think it's really interesting time to be an artist in any respect. So anyways, that's my rant for the night. All right, what should we go out on? Isbell, for sure. Yeah, there's so many people here who are doing amazing work. Let's see. Charlie, thanks, man. Thanks, y'all, for swinging by. Another good Sunday night here. Yeah. I'll have some new songs next week. I'll do my darndest. But yeah, just getting through all these things tonight has been fun. Thanks for everyone watching and tuning in. And if you're here for the first time or the millionth time, I love you the same. So music's what we need right now. All right, speaking of music, I'm gonna do I have a record of songs that are solo songs coming out at some point, and I had the record done and didn't have that song. It's cheesy to say it needed a single, but I thought of that so I was like, sat down and wrote this pretty quickly. So this took like, I don't know, 5-10 minutes. It just happened really fast. And it's interesting because I wrote the chorus to this the day after Tom Petty died, and I had it forever because I thought of Tom Petty as, he is American radio. His voice was everywhere growing up, and it's what really drew me to rock and roll. So I had that, and then I couldn't quite craft a song around it, that framework. So, talk about growing up in the hills of Nelson County and doing silly things made it a lot easier framework to hang that verse on. But that's the unknown story behind this one. So this is called American Radio, and it will be released one year, one day. 27 in my pocket, fresh paint on the back of my hand. You got cut early, I'll pick you up as soon as I can. Pool boater paperback novels you left scattered across the dash. Nothing tonight but you and I, gasoline and gravel, listening to American radio. I still hear you everywhere I go. Listen to American radio. Every mile of the open road on the radio. On the east side of this river, we knew every rock and every turn. Getting stoned in the hills all afternoon with no concern. And from the backseat of my Buick, all the stars up in the national forest. Nothing here but skin on skin and everything before us. Listen to American radio. Every mile of the open road. Listening to American radio. I still hear you everywhere I go. And how I miss arriving around with you. The smell of spring and your perfume, and all those things we thought we knew are never coming true. Coming true. Listen to American radio. Every mile of the open road. Listen to American radio. I still hear you everywhere I go. On the radio. On the radio. All right, that's American Radio. Cool, we're still hanging. Maybe we'll do one more. Thank you all for coming through. For my little room, my quilt. Yeah, I went to a fire pit recently, a little while ago, and it's great to socialize with people again. You forget certain things. Certain mannerisms and habits and conversation. Here I am just sitting in my room talking to a camera, and you all are talking back on your computers. Don't think about it. All right, I'll end with one more here, but yeah, thanks again everyone for hanging out for the new and old, and I'll be here again next Sunday, 7 o'clock. So thanks so much. Little pro tip, you're going to want to start your song in the right key. There we go. Between the sheets and the ceiling, there was only laughter and rain. We used to leave the windows open and let the windows rattle the pane. Then you wrapped your legs around me, say all the people we'd be. Then the morning comes and it's just that empty feeling again. And there were little brass angels hanging over the bed. We made love and they go dancing around our heads. Now you're back in his arms, I'm standing here in the door. Now those angels don't dance much anymore. You had a heart like an anchor and I dived to the depths of your sea. We used to lay around in bed and talk about the places we'd see. Well, I said I wanna take you dancing to that place by the water. Then the morning comes and we're both going under. And there were little brass angels hanging over the bed. We made love and they'd go dancing around our heads. Now you're back in his arms, I'm standing here at the door. Now those angels don't dance much anymore. There were little brass angels hanging over the bed. We made love and they'd go dancing around our heads. Now you're back in his arms, I'm standing here in the door. Now those angels don't dance much. Those angels don't dance. Those angels don't dance much anymore. Thank you all for hanging out. I'm Kai, and yeah, see you all again next week. Take care of yourselves. Wash your sweatpants. Take out the trash. Don't forget to change the sheets now and then too. We're all doing our best. So, cheers. Good night.